Hello everyone, this is Javamonk, and welcome to episode 74 of my survival series. So, this episode we have a kind of a largish project. It has to do with these things, turtle eggs. I collected these back in, I don't know, episode 61 or something like that, and today we're finally going to put them to use, or at least we're going to give them a place where they can be used. So, I have this ultimate idea to eventually put the turtle eggs and have turtles hatch on a specialized turtle island. So, I'm gonna go out and see where I'm intending to put this turtle island. So here I am in the middle of the ocean, and I think this is the place where we're going to put the turtle island. Now, the turtle island is also going to have things like dolphins and fish and maybe even some tropical fish. But it's going to float above the water, like right about here. So I gathered a shulker box full of stone, plus some soul sand to make a biggish bubble column. And really the difficult part here is making it drowned proof. And I think I have just a way to do that. It's also going to be the way we're going to make a turtle farm right in that island. So let's first build the island. So here's the grand plan. We're going to have a big island that has two parts. On the inside is going to be a hollow stone island. So this hollow stone area is going to have, it's basically just going to be underwater. And it's going to be where I'm going to have an artificial coral reef, as well as a couple other things, and like fish colonies, and just basically make it nice and lively. Now, the entrance to the island is going to be up this tube, but it's going to be mainly traversed by turtles. Now, turtles, in case you didn't know, they always return to their home beach, basically the beach where they hatched, every time that they spawn. So first, they hatch as babies at night after like 3 nights of waiting, at which point they hatch, they crawl out, and then they search for water and go swimming off into the ocean, where once they grow up, they drop turtle shell items. What's that? No. They drop turtle shell items, which can then be crafted into turtle shell helmets and lots of other things. But then, when they're adults and ready to, when they have been bred, or maybe, I think they actually spontaneously breed. But the point is, after they breed, the pregnant turtle essentially makes it back to the sandy place that they hatched at, and that's where they lay their eggs. They will not lay their eggs anywhere else. So, because I collected turtle eggs myself with Silk Touch Pickaxe, wherever I place these eggs, that's where the turtles are going to always return to. And I intend to make use of that by basically making it so that the turtles will always hatch on this island. And in order for the turtles to get down... So here's the plan. There aren't actually going to be turtles inside the island at all times. What's going to happen is I'm going to put in a system where once the baby turtles grow up and drop their shells, they're basically going to be using slime blocks or something like that. They're actually going to be thrown off the island and basically sent off into the ocean. Now, when they return, they'll be able to use this column, what will soon be a bubble column, to get back up. To get back up to the island when they're ready to lay more eggs. This is actually a perfect time to put in that bubble column. So here's the entrance to Turtle Island. The island itself has not been fully constructed yet, but here is the bubble column entrance. As you can see, it only has 1 block of space here, so the only mobs that can actually be sucked into this tube into the island is 1 block tall mobs that just happen to be floating along the surface, which is exactly what turtles would be doing. Now, this also means that baby drowned are the only mobs that are actually able to get in here. Regular drowned are not, which is a good thing, but to keep those baby drowned at bay, I think I'm going to I'm still gonna have a bunch of, maybe have a couple iron golems strolling around the island. Pretty sure iron golems don't drown. But anyways, as for player access, I can just swoop down right in here, which only a player can do, or one block tall mobs can do. At which point, swoop, here we are inside the island. So now, let's continue construction. Okay, it is raining, but the island is complete. So now, inside this very dark island, there's airspace because I hope to put a couple dolphins in this island. And they need both air and water, so we got water and air. We also have this part here, which is basically water that flows up and connects to the mainland part of the island. On the mainland is where we're going to have the turtle eggs. In fact, I think we can place a couple here. Oopsie. So now I gotta make sure that I don't accidentally step on these. So there we go. I'm gonna keep 2 just in case. And just in case something awful happens. But now these turtle eggs will eventually hatch into baby turtles. At which point we need a system to bring all of those baby turtles to one area. So here's the idea I have. First off, I'm gonna wall off this part so that the baby turtles won't even try to go over here. But over here, there's going to be a special pool that's specifically made for baby turtles. So on this side here, so there we go. I'm just gonna do this. In fact, I'm probably gonna just wall off that beach. Except for this part here. This is where we're going to do the sorting for the baby turtles versus adult turtles. And I'm basing this design off of something I saw on the Minecraft wiki. So the design is from the page directly about turtle farming, and in fact I have it linked in the description. So let me just wall off this beach, that way no turtles can escape, and this way I can control where they go when they hatch. That was fast. Okay, we now have a baby turtle. That was actually really fast. I thought it took like 3 days for these things to hatch, but I guess not. Well, anyways, now I'm trying to put in a... So the design on the Minecraft wiki has to basically do with the fact that baby turtles are really, really small. And now that I'm actually seeing them in person, yeah, those things are ridiculously tiny. Wow, okay. And I know exactly how big the normal turtles are, so good grief, those things are small. But anyways, I'm making use of the fact that these turtles are ridiculously small because they would be unable to swim up onto the slab here. So this here is the farm. We have flowing water over here so that the baby turtles will only be able to make it in between these two slabs here. This place is where they will grow up, at which point they'll be large enough where they'll be able to do this jump here. And basically hop onto this slab here. Assuming I can do it, because I just recently did this. Okay, let's see here. And yoink. Nope. Well, anyways, the point gotten. It's basically allows the adult turtles to climb onto this slab. Good grief, I can't even get out of this thing. There we go. Thank goodness for Feather Falling 4. But anyways, now we need to put in the awesomely cool system, at least I hope it'll be awesomely cool, that would allow the turtles, the adult turtles, to be launched off of the island. Quite literally launched, like with slime block flying machines throwing them off. I think that would be the coolest way to see them depart. And this baby turtle, I think, needs help. Come on, little buddy. There it goes. Okay, so now it'll make its way over to those hoppers. Any minute now. See, it can't leave the island because this... Oops. What? Well, anyways, it can't leave the island because this bubble column is going upwards. So it's basically stuck on this island until it gets onto those hoppers, which hopefully it does before it grows up fully, eventually. But once it does, that's when we need to put in a system for it to be launched off the island. Whoop, like I almost did. Okay, lots of changes have been made to this island. So first off, I removed another layer of water because turns out, so far 2 of the baby turtles have hatched. And unfortunately, they have all died. And this is because of this bubble column. This bubble column kept shoving them into the floor here. And apparently the blocks are not solid enough to actually, well, stop the baby turtles from suffocating themselves. So I'm going to put this in right here to also make sure that the hoppers have a nice and solid. This way, none of the baby turtles can actually. This way, none of the baby turtles could. Oh, hey, that's cool. This way, none of the baby turtles can get stuck in the hoppers, even if they tried. Or at least I hope they can't. Can these hoppers be waterlogged? No. Okay, so now I'm waiting for another night when these turtle eggs are also going to start hatching any minute now. I think a couple of them are going to hatch tonight as well. Although I have been plagued by phantoms, and I'm not entirely sure if phantoms attack turtles. I'm pretty sure they do. So I'm going to have to somehow phantom-proof this island. So anyways, I have this tripwire here, so if the adult turtle crawls enough to actually touch this tripwire, then they're going to be thrown upwards with this slime block thing, and then shoved outwards, straight out into the ocean. At least I hope that that's how it's going to work. Well, here's a dilemma. How in the world are we going to power these pistons? Because these pistons, the turtles need to have unrestricted access to Okay, let's see. First off, do slime blocks actually conduct redstone? Because this might actually be crucial. Okay, slime blocks do conduct redstone. So perhaps I could use observers. In fact, I think that's what I'm going to have to do. So once I placed in this observer line, then... got an extra repeater. So once I place this observer line, then the system will be ready to go and ready to start launching these turtles. So let's see. Just need a observer there, and I guess if I can, just need an upwards observer there, and there we go. Okay, and now this system should be ready to go. I'm just gonna clean up all these shulker boxes, clean up my inventory at least a little bit, because seriously, my inventory is an absolute mess right now. And then I'm going to test this out on myself, and looks like David Bowie is running low on durability. So here's the basic idea. Turtles are big and clumsy, so they're gonna hop up on the slab and then go da 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 da, hit the tripwire, at which point they'll be thrown up and out. At least I assume that's how that's gonna work. Maybe I should actually wait for one of the baby turtles to grow into adult turtles to actually test this out. Okay, about 3 days later, we now have an adult turtle here. And also, this adult turtle dropped a scute, which is pretty cool. So now, we need to just let this turtle... Let's just get an info over here. Okay, I'm going to push this turtle to the slime block platform because I'm too impatient to let it actually get to it myself. So I'm going to push it there. And there we go. That did not work. Let's see. Mr. Turtle, you will get to see what the sky looks like. Most turtles don't get that kind of chance. Okay? Let's go push him off. Well, at least push him onto the slime blocks. And now, boink. That's weird. That should have launched a turtle pretty far. Okay, fishing rod time. So now, I'm just gonna push this turtle over here. And then use a fishing rod here. And now push a little bit more. And now that turtle should be totally on the slime blocks. Absolutely no problem with... and should have absolutely no problem whatsoever with being thrown off into the ocean. So let's actually just make sure that the entire turtle is kind of in range of the slime blocks. Okay, I just need an item to throw here. How about stone? Whee! Alright. That was amazing. Now let's see, where'd the turtle go? Oh, sweet. Okay, the turtle has landed, and now it'll be living out its days under the sea here until it's time for it to start hatching eggs, or laying eggs, at which point it'll find its way over to this bubble column and shoot itself right up into that island. Okay, this works. This is fantastic. So now we have... pretty soon this ocean's probably going to be filled with turtles. It'll be amazing. So here we go, up the bubble column, and here we go. So now here I can check up on this, how many scutes I have, and I can swim up here to see how the turtle legs are doing. So that's pretty awesome. Okay, before this turtle runs off anywhere, I want to name it Leonardo. There we go. This way we know exactly if the turtles actually make it, or if the turtles actually do return to this island. and successfully lay their eggs. So now all we gotta do is start getting some dolphins into the island, because that's what I want to do next, is get one or two dolphins into maybe the island portion of the interior island of the turtle island. That drowned. Trident. Oh, amazing. Okay. So next up... Oh, and I also want to catch some tropical fish. Either tropical or regular fish, just all kinds of fish, and also make a coral reef inside that island. Plus, I should probably place a conduit somewhere around here. Yeah, in fact, let's place a conduit now. It's off this way, I think. And this here is proof in my underwater testing world that iron golems do not drown. This guy's been sinking for the last 5 minutes and nothing. So it's official, iron golems don't drown. Let's put one in the island. Okay, I put the iron golem in here, and conduit power is now active on this island. But I'm gonna have to end it off here because I have run out of time for this episode. I added 2 more turtle eggs to the island, so they're gonna grow up, and I have 2 baby turtles hatched already, which is really awesome. They're gonna get launched off the island, and off camera I'm gonna put in a coral reef and maybe a couple dolphins and some fish. But that is gonna do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please let me know, and I will see you next video, which is episode 75. I'll see you then.